By 2050, the concept of work as we know it might no longer exist. Across the globe, automation and artificial intelligence are replacing human labor at an unprecedented rate. From factories and offices to design studios and even hospitals, machines are now performing tasks that once required human creativity, empathy, and skill. For some, this is liberation. For others, it's a warning sign of a world where humans may no longer feel needed. Imagine waking up one morning to find that every task you once did for a living can now be done faster, cheaper, and better by a machine. Cars drive themselves. Algorithms write books. Robots build skyscrapers. And your skills, no matter how advanced, are no longer rare. This isn't science fiction, it's the trajectory we're already on. The question now is not if work will disappear, but what will replace it. If automation takes away our jobs, will it also take away our purpose? Or will this evolution free us to pursue creativity, innovation, and meaning beyond economic necessity? To answer that, we must look at the forces driving this change, and the choices we make as it unfolds. The first industrial revolution gave us machines that amplified muscle power. The second automated production. The third digitized information. But the fourth, driven by AI, has begun to automate thinking itself. Artificial intelligence doesn't just execute tasks, it learns, adapts, and improves. That means industries that once depended on human decision-making, finance, law, design, even medicine, are being redefined by self-learning systems. Factories now run without supervisors. Algorithms design advertisements, music, and fashion. Legal contracts are reviewed in seconds by AI. In some hospitals, diagnostic AIs are more accurate than human doctors. What happens when the majority of jobs simply vanish? Economists once believed that when one industry died, another would emerge to absorb its workers. But automation is different. It doesn't create new types of labor, it eliminates the need for labor entirely. Self-checkout systems replace cashiers. Autonomous trucks replace drivers. AI assistants replace customer service. Even creative fields are feeling the impact, as AI-generated art, writing, and video production redefine what original means. As entire professions disappear, we face a question no generation before us has ever confronted: what happens to a society when human labor is no longer the foundation of value? The post-work society envisions a world where basic needs, food, housing, healthcare, are provided by automation and funded through systems like Universal Basic Income, UBI. In this world, people no longer work for survival but for self-fulfillment. Time once spent on repetitive labor can be redirected toward creativity, community, and exploration. This shift could be the greatest opportunity in human history. If handled with wisdom, it could liberate billions from economic struggle. But without balance, it could also deepen inequality, concentrating wealth and power into the hands of those who control the machines. The end of work forces us to confront one of the oldest questions in philosophy: why are we here? For centuries, our identities have been tied to our jobs. We introduced ourselves by what we did. But in the post-work world, identity may shift toward what we create, what we learn, and how we contribute to humanity beyond productivity. The future might not belong to workers, but to thinkers, dreamers, and creators. The ones who see meaning not in labor, but in imagination. The end of work isn't the end of humanity. It's the beginning of a new phase, one where value is measured not by what we produce, but by what we become. Automation may take our jobs, but it also frees us to focus on the essence of being human: curiosity, empathy, and creation. If we can adapt, the machines won't replace us, they'll elevate us. The world is changing faster than ever before. To understand what's coming, and how we can shape it together, subscribe to Asti Media, The Future Explained. Every episode reveals the next chapter of our evolving world, so you can be part of the generation that understands the future before it arrives. The machines are not our end, they are our reflection. As we build them in our image, we must also rediscover what it means to be human. The future will not be about survival, but significance. The era of work is ending. The era of meaning is just beginning.